Hey everyone, welcome to the Vince&Al Podcast. I'm Vince.
And I'm Al.
Welcome to episode 8.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome, guys.
Hey, just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone's continuous support. We're seeing your comments, we're seeing your likes. Um, we try to respond to them as soon as we can, and we do take the comments serious. So if you guys have any suggestions, any at all, feel free just to let us know, and we'll try to improve. We always try to improve episode by episode. We try to make these be as funny as they can, but also as to the point, as we can. But your support means the world to us, so thank you.
Yeah, we love that balance between funny, but having the idea to take away things from a podcast. And like Vince said, your guys' comments really do mean a lot to us, and we say this a lot, but it really does, and it means the world, and we can only get better, we can only improve, and you guys are helping us do so. So thanks.
That's true. All right, we're gonna get right into this, and we're gonna roll our dice, see what topic we get.
All right.
Okay, we got pop culture as our first one.
Pop culture. Let me take a peek at what I have for pop culture. For pop culture, this also kind of ties into a news kind of thing. So we all know the situation, what happened with Charlottesville.
Yes.
And I'm not going to touch on, the two sides, but so they were fighting about the Robert E. Lee statue. The reason as to why they were fighting about it was because ESPN has a reporter, actually a Chinese reporter, I think. His name is Robert Lee. How the coincidence, right? It gets to the point where he's covering I think it's a college football game, and it's either Virginia or Virginia Tech, which is near the Charlottesville area. Well, since the name is Robert Lee, get this, they don't let him, they pull him out of the broadcasting that day. They add someone else just because they think his name will offend someone.
Oh my gosh. My gosh.
This actually happened like a couple weeks ago, but still, it's something I still need to address, and I don't think I've seen it, gone viral. I think it's something we need to talk about.
Yeah, I think so too. Give me 1 second. I wanted to look something up.
Yeah. While you do that, I do think it shows the crack in our society. What I mean by crack is like the break, the fault. We get offended by the easiest of things, and I understand. It's a touchy subject. The name Robert E. Lee could be offensive, maybe, but come on, it's this dude's name. It's not like I don't know. It's not like this dude changed his name to become Robert E. Lee.
Yeah, I mean, if I
his name is Robert Lee before he even knew this was gonna happen. It's not like I said, he changed it to offend people. I don't get it.
right, if if my name was Wiz Khalifa and my teacher hated listening to Wiz, doesn't mean he can tell me never to talk in his class. It's like I didn't pick that name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is so.
That's a little analogy you put there.
I mean, that's so stupid. I mean, once again, never to offend anybody, but at the same time, we are gonna speak our opinion just a little bit. That's crazy. That's
For me, I
what?
think it's a little counterintuitive, because there's this big push, there's this big fight for freedom of speech, which is awesome, right? Like I'm an advocate of that. I think it's important.
Same.
I don't really care what you say or what your name is or how you dress, but when the same people who are advocating freedom of speech then say, well, your name is offensive, or what you said was offensive, and then limit that, I just think it's counterintuitive. I feel bad for this guy. It's probably like his dream, to broadcast it, to be an analyst for football games, to be part of ESPN, and then you get pulled away for your name.
I think that the truth of the matter is we live in a world of hypocrites. You're right. The people that are advocating free speech are saying this guy can't talk. What? I mean, he's ESPN. He's not even like a political party member that's, a speaker for one of the sides. So you can't really rag on him for his views. It's just simply because of his name. At this point, it's not even about the statues. It's about just a guy's name, and you're censoring him to talk on television.
Yeah, it's like getting, the last word. It's what you want. You want the last. And we're not, and like I said, it's not everyone who's advocating freedom of speech. I'm just saying how there's a big push for freedom of speech, and then again, there's people, there's things you just can't say anymore in today's society. I'm not saying it's the same people. It's just how things are changing, and I'm not sure if it's ESPN's decision to pull them, if it's the pressure from other press or from the society to take them away. I don't think, if I were to see Robert Lee, I'd be like, oh, okay, sounds like Robert E. Lee, but I won't be offended. I don't know.
That's
just an unfortunate time to have the name Robert, I guess, or any name that is, I guess, that.
Well, I was gonna say my middle name is Lee, so that's kind of funny.
Oh, you really, dude? You really had to talk about that?
Yeah, I had to bring that up. Oh wow, that's.
We're not trashing people. We're just saying how things change, and I don't know. It's just something that I think was worth talking about, and how offensive, or it's not offensive at all to me. I just don't know. Dude, I have no idea. I know someone lost their life in an altercation, so maybe that's why. But it's his name.
It's his name. That's ridiculous. His name doesn't constitute his actions. It's as simple as that.
And Robert E. Lee, the Confederate general, he was white. This guy's Chinese.
Yeah.
It's not like the guy walked in with the Confederate flag, with a racist slogan across his chest. Then that's different. That's completely different. But it's his name.
Right. My mom's name, she was named after a famous singer. I'm not gonna say the singer's name because it's like giving me my mom's name. Now my mom, no offense to her, she's not the best singer in the world. She she doesn't have the best voice. She would agree with me on that. So just because you have a name, it doesn't have any relevance to what that name links back to. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely crazy. It's
just like Michael Jordan and the actor Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's so many other things that people should put their time, effort, and their words into instead of something this stupid.
Yeah, we have better things to do and much bigger things we need to focus on as a society, as a group of people, than targeting someone's name.
I mean, if you have a serious issue, like, I don't know, maybe make a podcast and talk about it. That's a bad joke, but it's whoa, dad jokes coming at you. But no, it's kind of true because that's just a little sad. That's all.
Speaking of dad jokes, we should do a dad joke podcast later down the road. Something came to mind.
The entire time we're making dad jokes and puns. That would be so great.
You can't laugh. You have to do it.
Yeah.
First one to laugh.
Try not to laugh challenge.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's great. Okay, leave in the comments down below if you want to see that, because I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I'd love to hear you guys, what you guys think about that.
Yeah, that would be dope. All right.
And if you add to our comment, like, what I'm saying is, if you guys have a different opinion on this Robert Lee situation, or a different opinion on the next topic we're going to touch base on, leave it also down below in the comment section. We just love your guys' feedback. We just want to hear what you guys think of certain things.
For sure. Okay. You ready for topic number 2?
Let's do it.
All right. What a segue was that. All right. Here it comes. Ooh, we got Wildcard.
Wildcard. I can talk about anything. All right.
I'm bracing myself for sports here.
I would go for sports. I actually have a pretty good sports question. And actually, I'm going to go with it because, no, I can pick two things.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, I think since we're going with the society thing, I think we should maybe stick with it kind of.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
What I mean by society. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna have a question. The question is, what is one thing that you would like to change about the world?
This is global, not just like U.S. This is global.
Anything. It's global. It could be about the U.S. Maybe not about the world. Well, yeah, the world or anything. What would you just change? Something you could see. What would you want to change? It's a tough question. I know there's a lot of things that come to mind, but what is that one thing?
Yeah, it's not that I don't know how to answer this. It's just choosing one that truly fulfills the meaning of the question. This is kind of personal.
Okay.
I don't feel like everybody would agree with me on this.
I mean that's our podcast,
That's true. That's true.
Maybe I wouldn't.
Right. I don't condemn all of Donald Trump's actions. I don't support all of his, but there are some that I do like. It's not about if you like Donald or not. It's not about that. What it's about is I want everybody to respect him because he is the president of the United States. He's not exactly the world's greatest leader in the world, but he is our leader. So the best you can do is at least respect him. And if you have different opinions, good. Let your voices be heard. But we're on YouTube. That's no secret. So the amount of YouTube comment sections I've gone down into and people saying that I hope he gets assassinated tomorrow, that's horrific. That's kind of intense. Once again, it's not about if you like him or not. What you're talking about is a human being created the same as you and me. A guy that's worked really hard to get up to where he is at this point in his life. And just to be throttled like that, I find very, I don't know. And I know people can just be typing that away in their basement uh, just because they can and they feel like no one will hear them, but they would never say that to someone's face. I get that. That's like the definition of a troll, an internet troll essentially. But it's just that just takes some nerve to put that down a pen and paper or even to tweet about it or anything like that. There was that. I don't know if you watch America's Got Talent, but there was. First of all, do you watch America's Got Talent?
Not really, but
Okay, well you might find this really funny. There was a guy that dressed up as Donald Trump, impersonated him, sounded like him, and when they say, "Okay, what's your name? Where are you from?" He's like, "I'm Donald Trump. I live in the White House." All that fun stuff, and then he gets on stage, and then he just starts singing and dancing. And keep in mind, he is god awful. Like he can't sing to save his life. But he got passed. I think he got passed 3 times. That's people that worked 50 times harder than this guy on stage didn't get through, but this guy that just got up there and sang awfully, he got through. And the judges said it's not about whether you like Donald Trump or not. It's just about that this is something comedic for the times that we have, but also it's your president up there singing and dancing on a stage. And it's kind of my same sentiment. It is our president. So it's just a matter of you don't have to like him, but he is doing all of this for us. It's not gonna every decision he makes isn't gonna please us, but it's for us. All right, I'll stop talking. I'll let you. I want to know what your response to that, and I also want to know what you would fix in this world.
I'll save that question for maybe later down the road.
Okay.
I just wanted to say how, I totally agree with you. Like you said also how there's a comment section. This is freedom of speech. People are allowed to share their opinions. So there are people who are listening to this and, you don't like what we're talking about. It's not like we totally love Donald Trump. I think we have also the right to dislike and like people. But I also think there's a level of respect. But you guys can go ahead and trash us or whatever, or trash in the comment section, just like this video. But this is just our view, and like I said, I don't love him. I don't have Donald Trump posters, but we do have to respect him because, like Vince said, he is our leader. He is the guy who is making, essentially the decisions for us. In the long run, grand scheme of things, he's what's keeping our electricity running. What he says is creating jobs. I understand people dislike the wall idea, and that's something else we could talk about. I do see both sides to it. But the thing with he's not my president, and people protesting, I'm all for protests. That's what makes our country better. It's the same thing applies to a YouTube channel. You can dislike our videos. You can hate us in the comment section. It's what makes us better as well. But man, what I see in him is that he wants to make this country better. To make it great, make America great again. I think it's not. I think this country's getting worse, not because it's his fault. I think it's people who are closed-minded. I think people who are easy to jump the gun. Everyone loves Hillary Clinton, but maybe the decision that she made for the country itself isn't the best for the country, but it's the best for what the people think. It's a really tough time to live in because there's hypocrisy running loose, and it's just hard. And I'm really glad you touched base on that. You hit most of the bigger points that I wanted to talk about. But I don't know. This guy, Donald Trump, he wants to make this country great. And I think if you're a citizen of the United States, you at least have to, you don't have to respect him, but you do have to acknowledge him that he is our leader. And this guy is representing our nation. You're representing our nation. If you dislike him, if you don't, you represent our nation, the great nation of the United States of America. But I think we're giving ourselves and we're throwing ourselves off as if we're a weaker nation because we're hating on our leaders. I don't know. There's just a lot of things to go into it.
I love everything that you said. You couldn't have said it more perfectly. I know we're running a little long on time, but one last thing I wanted to get in was, a lot of people say that, he's inhuman. We know that those people don't actually mean it. Of course, he's a human, but not only is he a human, he's a dad. He has a lot of kids that became successful. They could be because of their career or because of his money. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing that he does have is an 11-year-old son, Barron Trump, for those of you who don't know. So not only is he trying to do everything for his family, he also has to be a good influence as a dad. So he's never going to, I don't want to say never, that was maybe the wrong choice of words, but he certainly doesn't try to make wrong mistakes because no dad wants to look like a failure to their son, or let alone to their country. So he's going to make decisions. They're not going to please everyone, but he's trying to always please the majority. I think that's what people have to keep in mind.
And he's a human. We're all going to make mistakes. And going with the parental figure, our parents try to make the best decisions for us day in and day out, whether it's the actual right decision or it's in the long run, they look back and like, wow, we made a bad decision. But that decision was for what we thought the best for our children. And he wants to do this for the best of the nation, whether or not it is actually. And one more thing, I like his stance on what he has. He's like, I'm not going to back down, This is the United States of America. We're a strong nation. If we show ourselves off as weak, there are so many people there are a lot of people who just want to see America in flames. And I think that's really sad. And Donald Trump isn't for that. He wants to put those people in flames, and I'm not sure that's the best solution. But with North Korea always threatening us, he's got a family. He's got 300+ million people he has to protect, and we have to keep that in mind. So that's all I really have to say about Donald Trump. Pretty political episode, but there's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that at all. It's part of having this podcast is we can talk freely about whatever we want, and we can go to whatever length, in minutes as we want. It's just,
was fairly good time, but
yeah, that's true.
but that's all I really have to share. I wish we had more time to talk about it.
Same here, same
But
here.
maybe later down the road or something. I really want to keep talking about it, but that's all I have for today. Any last comments or words?
I was gonna say it's like we're definitely gonna touch base on this again. It's because we're gonna have this conversation, or we're gonna have this president for 3 more years, or has he only been in office for?
He's only been in office for like 7, 8 months.
All right,
No,
so over 3 years.
over
So
3 years, yeah.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see where this goes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I hope the country isn't in flames. Not from the decision he makes, but how people react to his decision. So
Yeah.
it's on us as citizens of the United States. We shouldn't be easy and quick to point fingers. If we can't land the job, we can't point a finger to Donald Trump as it's his fault. If something doesn't go right, we can't just point fingers to someone. It's sometimes we have to take credibility for our mistakes, for our actions, whether they're good or bad, and not just point fingers. And I think that's something we lack today, and that's what I'm seeing. So we'll see what happens.
That's beautiful. And on top of that, we do have freedom of speech, and that's a wonderful thing that I know at least I'm very thankful for. But just because we have freedom of speech doesn't mean we have freedom of consequence. So, going along with that, we always like to hit you guys up with a quote on our way out of the podcast. So this is one that I found. It's kind of humorous, but at the same time, it's sending a message. It says, "Be a pineapple, stand tall, have thick skin, and be sweet on the inside." I don't know. I thought that was kind of.
Clapping.
Oh, that was clapping. It sounded like you were like smashing potato chips.
Yeah, that was painful.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, see you guys episode 9. I hope you guys have enjoyed our run of 8 episodes. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. And we're really looking forward to getting to double digits in episodes and eventually later down the road doing some podcasts together. So thank you guys and see you for episode 9.
Yep. See you guys soon. Take care. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.